The history of gaming. Since the dawn of man, we've needed something to play with. Toys, if you like. Distractions from our everyday life. And as man became more sophisticated, well, so did his toys. After many millennia, thousands of minds working in unison, and millions of dollars, we worked our way up to this. Then the lid came off of Pandora's box. The gaming industry that began in video arcades exploded all over the world, and then eventually came home. Now, worldwide, the gaming industry in 2007 was about $41.9 billion a year. In that year, it overtook the movie industry in total revenue. This number is expected to grow by at least 11% annually, making it the fastest growing component of the media sector worldwide. The saying is, by 2015, analysts predict the global video game industry to reach $100 billion annually. Now, 70% of all downloadable apps on smartphones are games, averaging in price from 99 cents to maybe $2 or $3. Bottom line, the video gaming industry is exploding, and investing in this business is a winner. We have a unique investment opportunity to invest in the creation of a brand new gaming company right here in San Antonio, Uforay, headed up by one of the most notable gaming designers in the industry, David Siller.
Well, I was at a trade show, and I was at a booth talking to a Japanese game company, development company, and after my conversation with them, apparently they were impressed enough with me that they offered me a job. They said, "Would you like to come out to Los Angeles and work for us? We could use somebody like you. We want to understand the Western market," and their entire staff were Japanese, so they made me an offer I couldn't refuse, so I said yes. They moved me to California back in 1983. From there, I went to work for a company called Tecmo, who's still around, and from there, I went to Sunsoft and spent quite a few years at Sunsoft, created my own character there, Era the Acrobat, a family-oriented cartoon character game. Then I went to Universal Studios, and when I was at Universal, I was a co-creator, producer, and lead designer on Crash Bandicoot, which became a very big property for them. After a 4-year tenure there, I went to Capcom, a very well-known and highly respected video game company known for Street Fighter II and Resident Evil and other games like that. While I worked for them, I was hired to go to Sunnyvale, California and run revitalize their defunct studio, which I did, to a high level of productivity and respect. After producing a Final Fight revenge game, they allowed me to create my own title, which was Maximo Ghost of Glory, which was developed for the PlayStation 2. It achieved quite a bit of success and was the most successful game, Capcom game ever produced outside of Osaka, Japan. Well, the economy certainly has an impact. The game industry traditionally has done very well when the economy is good, and sometimes even better when the economy is bad. People are looking for escapism. They're staying home more. They're not taking as many vacations. In this economy, the way that it's been, cost-effective games such as downloadable content that's $10 to $20 has become even more popular. The most successful games have cost no more than $1 million to make, and they're making 10, 20 million back over a period of a year, and they're making it back very quickly. The first 90 days, there's a tremendous amount of downloads because people find them first cost-effective. They can shop from their own console, their own living room. They don't have to go to the video store or Walmart or GameStop. and they can often play a brief demo of the game. Well, Angry Birds is a very clever clone of a game that I did called Pain. It's a game on the Sony PlayStation 3 network. And essentially that game, you have a person in a big slingshot that you move back and you launch them three-dimensionally into the screen using physics, crashing and exploding and knocking over buildings and crashing into cars. Well, the developers of Angry Birds kind of took that and they did a simplified side view 2D thing where you have a bird, the birds against the pigs, and you launch, you pull back and you launch the bird over at the pigs and you try to knock them down in their structure. And they're very clever. We would, in 5 years, we'll have a company worth $100 million. When I worked with the original two gentlemen that started the development company that did Crash Bandicoot, for Universal Studios, for which I was co-creator and designer and producer. After 3 games, Sony stepped in and bought them away from Universal for $120 million. After just three successful games, all of them on PlayStation 1. If we do a series of viable and successful downloadable type games, and possibly even some full console games, I'm absolutely convinced in 5 years we'll have a company that could be worth twice the $100 million that I'm estimating.